everybody, my name is Tammy and I am going to be painting a Valentine truck today. This is the blank that we cut out with the jigsaw. It's just a wood laminate. You can get a giant sheet that'll cut about 3 or 4 of these from Home Depot for about $7. So I'm going to go ahead and paint that. I'm going to point y'all down so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So hopefully you can see this. Yep. So what I'm going to do is I've cut out my template. I'm going to lay that on here, match it up with the wood. Once I match it up, I'm going to take graphite paper. I'm going to put graphite paper under here. And I will be back as soon as I do that. So I've got the graphite paper under here, and then what I'm going to do is take a pencil. Oops. Just make sure you line up everything. Just kind of feel to make sure everything is lined up. Then just take a pencil and go around and make your lines. Let's do the fence first. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So we're just gonna go around and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've outlined everything with the graphite paper. I think you can see that. There's the heart, the railings, the tire. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint the truck red. So I have right here just some red craft paint. This is called True Red. You can use any kind of acrylic paint. And then I think for the bumper, I'm going to do some shading with this red rust color. Then the hearts are going to be pink. So I think I'm going to do the pink parfait from Apple Barrel. And then I have a light pink left over from Nicole's AC Moore, which went under. I miss it a lot. And then peony pink from Deco Art. Then I'm going to need white, and this is from Hobby Lobby. That's their brand. I'm going to need some black for the tires, and then 2 different shades of gray. You don't have to have 2 different shades of gray. You can mix white in with a gray, mix your own paints. I have a bucket of water for my brushes. Paper towels, baby wipes in case I mess up, because if you mess up and you clean it up really quickly with baby wipes, that will fix the problem. So let's go ahead and start with the red. We'll do the red first. Let's see, what brush do we want? We want a pretty good sized brush because that will prevent you having many brush strokes. So when you're doing a large area, you want to use a pretty good sized brush just to prevent a lot of brush strokes in your paint. I use egg carton to pour my paints into. You can use a paper plate. I sometimes use a paper plate too. But egg cartons are free because I get my in-laws to give me theirs and my parents, whoever. Turn your paint bottles over upside down just so they're easier to come out. You want to wet your brush because that's going to make your paint go on smoother. And anytime you feel like your paint's not going on smooth, just wet the brush again. So we're just going to, and I know you can't really see this good, but we're going to go ahead and start painting the red. And it looks pink because I have a lot of water in it, but it will dry red. And that's where our window is. You see right there where we drew the window. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this painted. So we're just still painting the red onto the truck. If you would like the template, let me know and I can send you the template. If you would like a wood cutout and a template mailed to you, let me know that. You can purchase that from me and I can get that mailed out to you, and you can paint along with this video, or I will have another tutorial video for you as well. So let me know that and I can get that sent out to you, and we'll go ahead and get this truck painted up. Still doing coating with the red, but I wanted to show you guys something, how I turn it. I use this $5 Lazy Susan from Amazon to put my wood on so that it makes it a lot easier to paint. I can just kind of turn it, and especially if you're going around something like this, you can just turn it as you go and makes it so easy. So $5 from Amazon is all I paid for that. So let me keep painting this truck and I'll be back with you. So I'm gonna switch to a Filbert Tip Brush. Right here it's sort of rounded, but this is a Filbert Tip, number 9. You can use any kind of brush you want. I'm switching over to this just to get in these little small places. Or if you want it, you could use like a flat tip brush. This is a number 8 flat tip, but I like the Filbert. It's just your preference, really. Okay, so I switched over to this Filbert brush and I'm just doing the fender. And what I did, because I wanted it just shading a little darker, is I mixed the True Red with the red rust. And so I mixed those together, and that's what I'm doing the fender with. And I'm also just using the Filbert brush to go around and just going around here. So I want to speed up the drying, so I'm just using a hair dryer to dry this area so that I can paint a little bit faster. Okay, so I'm moving on to the tire, and I just have a flat tip brush here, and I'm gonna just go around painting the tire. And you can just kind of use the side of the brush here and just kind of go around. You don't want to get that thick paint line. Then when you load up your brush, just kind of start down here and then just go up and pull the paint down to keep from getting that paint ridge that you sometimes get from when you have a fresh loaded brush. So I am just painting this Valentine truck. It is not even Christmas yet. Christmas is in a few weeks, couple weeks. Have y'all done all your Christmas shopping? I've been doing most of mine online. You know, this crazy quarantine. It's better to be safe than sorry. So I've just been doing a lot of Amazon shopping, Target. I think I've gotten most things done. I just haven't wrapped. I hate wrapping. Does anybody like to wrap? If so, come on over. Feel free to wrap my gifts. That is just not in my ball house. I don't like to wrap presents at all. Just don't like it. I'm going to continue painting this and I'll be back in a minute. So now we're working on the hubcaps. I'm doing that in this gray. You probably won't be able to get, it's a light gray from AC Moore, but since AC Moore went under, you could just get any light gray you want, or if you have a dark gray, you could just mix some white in with it. And I'm using a flat tip brush and just going around to smooth it out. Going around the inside. And then I'm just going to take the side of the brush and I'm going to turn it with this Lazy Susan. And that I will dry with my hair dryer real quick so that we can do another coat. And after I've finished painting, what we're going to do is we're going to take some Posca markers. These are Posca markers. You can get them from Amazon. They're my favorite kind of paint markers. And then we're going to go around and outline all this. So don't worry about the little frayed edges. Okay, so I'm doing the window. I'm doing the window in that same light gray color. And then I'm going to go back through in a little while and I'll add in some white highlights. But I'm just taking a flat tip brush and going around. Load up my brush here. Just going around. Okay, if you want to avoid those paint ridges like that, what you're going to do is just start down in the middle here like that. And then you can just go up and pull the paint down. And that will avoid having those little bump paint ridges.